Hi, Coach Shea, Commit to Compete. In this video, we're going to talk about a subject that I have personal experience with, and that's a big topic of conversation in the youth sports world, and that's specialization. Okay, my philosophy on specialization is very, very simple. Follow your heart. That's it. Follow your heart. Okay? In my circumstance, I was born a baseball player, right? My father was a baseball coach. From the time I could walk, I had a baseball in my hand. I never remember not being pretty good in baseball, being able to throw, catch, hit, that type of stuff, okay? But basketball, different, right? Basketball's different. I didn't play much basketball until I was in 7th grade. And even then, I just played around the park. I didn't go to camps, I didn't play in leagues. So I was really, really a novice, a late comer to basketball. And then I got real serious with basketball in 9th grade. And I really like basketball because I like the fact that you can make up for some mistakes. And I just love basketball. It really became my passion. And baseball, I still like baseball, but it wasn't really my passion anymore. Basketball sort of replaced it as my passion. So when I got to high school, I played baseball my freshman year. I played baseball my sophomore year. But after my sophomore year in high school, I was playing varsity basketball. I was doing very well. And I remember my sophomore year, I was out on a baseball field and it was freezing. And I just remember thinking, I don't even want to be here. I want to be working out. And then every day, even when it was nice out, right? Every day I was like, I don't even want to do this. I want to be working on my hoop game. And that's how I felt. That's how my heart felt, So I went on, whenever I could, I would work out after baseball. I didn't put the ball down. I would work out. I kept playing. I kept working on my game. But basketball just overtook me. And then I had a good junior year, individually. I had a good junior year. And now junior year came for baseball. So I'm like, I don't want to play. I said to myself, I don't want to play. And my father had a rule. You start the season, you got to finish it. So I'm not going to play, right? So I don't go to practice. And the coach is like, the players come back to me the next day. I'm like, hey, the coach wants to talk to you. And I said, there's nothing to talk about. I'm not playing. There's nothing to talk about. So I didn't go talk to the coach. I didn't play. The coach ended up calling my father. And my father was like, because I hadn't even talked to my father about it. It was my decision. That's the way I looked at it. He had given me ownership, right? And so he asked me, why didn't you talk to me about it? I said, what is there to talk about? You always told me, do what makes me happy. This is what makes me happy. I'm going to play in these basketball tournaments, and I was going to travel. I was going to work on my hoop game. I said, I'll play baseball in the summer when it's warm. Okay, and I have more time. This is what I prefer to do, right? So I just started concentrating on basketball. Now, you can call that specialization, but I call it just following my heart. That's where my emotions, that's where my passion, that's where it took me. So that's what I did. Now, if you're equal in both sports, okay, now maybe when you're a junior in high school, senior in high school, if you're in high school, no one should require you to play one sport. No one. Okay, matter of fact, college coaches prefer kids that play multiple sports. Okay, so anybody that's telling you, oh, you gotta play soccer all year round, or you gotta play basketball all year round if you want the scholarship, that is total crap. Don't believe that. Okay, when you go to college, and now hey, the coach, this is how he feeds his family, right? There's a lot when you get a college scholarship, they own you, man. You are like an employee. You have to be certain places. It's a commitment, so it's very hard to play two sports in college. Okay, so yeah, you're gonna have to make a decision at that point. All right, but in high school, follow your heart. Don't let anybody tell you can't play a sport, because if you do, you're sacrificing something else, because you're not. Okay, you're not. So follow your heart. All right, and parents, if you force your kid to specialize, you're making a huge mistake. Especially the kids like 12 years old, 13 years old. That's insane. You got to let them play whatever sports they want to play, and let them decide what they want to do. Unless you want to have an adult, a 25-year-old, 30-year-old adult going, why didn't you let me do this, and why didn't you let me do that? Okay? Just let them make their own decisions and try to help guide them where you think it's best. But let the decision be theirs. That's the ownership part. Okay? So, if you're a multi-sport athlete, play them all as long as you love them. Follow your heart. Commit to compete. See you in the next video.